In 1981, we made a nice little trip through the bush in East Africa, Tanzania. You can't help but see the snows of Kilimanjaro when you leave the airport in Arusha. Before you can get out to the bush, you gotta spend the night in a town like this. Arusha's not bad. You also drive through the town of Moshi. You eventually get out to the countryside. The town is interesting, as you get further out. You have masses of people. But finally, the paved road's in, and you're in the bush. We're flying down the road at a good 35, 40 miles per hour. Start to see wild animals after a while. Ostriches grazing. There are villages out here as well. I guess these birds are walking away. You can stop in a village and the kids will be kids just like anywhere. Showing off. Very friendly, actually. Animals like these zebras seem quite tame. They do walk away from you sometimes, but they're right next to the road grazing. We're approaching here Lake Manyara. Who knows what these clumps are, if they're planted this way or if they grow this way in a swamp. Kind of in a forest here. There's warthog, there's baboons, there's impala in the background, zebra. We decided to camp not far from here. Elephants have plenty to eat off the trees and bushes. It's pretty amazing. Weird signs all over the place. Don't drive off the road, but it's okay if there's a lion. So we spotted a lion, so we drove off the road. Of course, this lion just wanted to lay in the shade. She finally got up. I guess didn't like 7 or 8 people staring at her for 20 minutes. She walked right into the thorn bushes. So we set up camp, and of course, butt face there demonstrates why he got his name. The next morning, we head out to a river, and you could drive right up to the edge. There's all these black things in the water, and all these birds looking at them. They're hippos. Of course, as you drive around along the banks of the river, the birds just scatter. Marabou stork, ugly old thing. I'm sure there were crocodiles out there, but they were pretty much out of sight. They do eat these birds. And then, kind of out on the plains here between Lake Manyara and Ngorongoro Crater, we had to camp again because you don't go too far in any given day, especially if you stop to look at animals a lot. Nice little push-up lizard. We found a nice quiet spot under the trees, butt face waving this time. And then the baboons started stealing our food, so they stayed off 20-30 yards away watching. Now we're out on the plains again, actually moving into the Serengeti. Just thousands of animals everywhere out there. It had rained not too long ago, so the grass was kind of green. The animals were happy. They weren't moving anywhere too fast. The wildebeest, the zebras. Out where there's more trees and bushes, you could find buffalo and giraffe. Animals were harder to see out here, but there were plenty of them. These old bulls will either chase you or run away. Same with the elephants. They take a good look at you, they protect their young ones. If you get too close, well, they don't go the other way. They sure like to stare at you. This is not a heavily visited place, so these elephants, they're a bit careful when you show up there in your Land Rover. So we camped for the final night. We're headed off for civilization after this night. It was a good time.